astrology. Today we are going to see about pleasure. I know no person who's not interested in the pleasure. All kind of pleasure, luxury is our main thing. And many of religion also believe that pleasure is the ultimate thing, what gives the satisfaction to the soul. So let's see how to judge the pleasure in the chart. How to see that what kind of a pleasure you got in your life and what kind of a pleasure you don't have in the life, so that there is no regression or there is no any um, uh, understanding that whether it is able to you for or not. So let us see what is a pleasure. Now while seeing the chart, we know that normally people see as a fourth house as a pleasure house, where all kind of a pleasures are there. But it's not only the fourth house which is a pleasure house. In Laghu Parashri and BPHS, Brihat Parashar Horasar, it is say all the Kendra houses are the pleasure house. So the three questions arose: what is pleasure, where to see pleasure, and how many pleasure houses are there. Now in Shastra it is say Kendra house is a pleasure house. Now Kendra consists of 1, 4, 7, 10. Here one is our own bodily pleasure, what the pleasure we got as a physics, body, height, weight, all features about ourselves. Whereas fourth house, after the body gets settled, then you need another pleasure, so that you go to the fourth house. If you see the wall between first house and fourth house, there is a common wall between first house and fourth house in North Indian diamond chart. So you can go for the higher pleasure as like education, you get for the house, pleasure, jewelry, cash, all pleasure. After the education taken, the person goes for the another pleasure, that is marriage, that is the seventh house. Again going fourth from fourth. Fourth to fourth is the seventh, where you acquire a new kind of a pleasure. After the marriage and settlement, person goes for the higher pleasure, that is 7 to 4, that is your 10th house. You engage in the work, profession and career. Again from that 10 to 4 is your first house, where you again build your body, you become more strong, then you purchase a house, then you face the people. So this Kendras 1, 4, 7, 10 is a continuous flow. So here what it says that all the Kendra house is a pleasure house. The Kendra means going forth. So from any house when you go forth, it is a pleasure house. So if you wish to see whether you will be having a bodily pleasure or not, whether your own body is going to give you pleasure or not, you have to see your fourth house. While seeing a fourth house, you should judge whether fourth house is pleasure, a good placement of planet or not. Those having the Rahu in fourth house, that means they will not get their basic physical pleasure, but they are highly inclined toward the materialist pleasure. And if Ketu is in fourth house, they are dry in the pleasure. They don't realize that pleasure lies with the body, so they will never able to get their value about their senses. They will never get the pleasure of their senses, even though they have a house, even though they have all kind of a luxury comfort, but they will not able to enjoy the kind of a pleasure physically. So that is a pleasure house. You wish to see whether I have a money. See, everybody have a money, whether more or less. But does this money gives you a pleasure or not? You have to go forth from it. That is your fifth house. That is why your fifth house is your past deed. So you will only able to get the family and financial pleasure if you have some good deeds of a past life. So here again it goes fourth. So fourth going. So this fifth house, if it is a good or bad, you will be having good pleasure of a family and money. Everybody have money, but does that money gives them pleasure? Some people having less money, but still they are very efficiently using their relationship and able to get the financial benefit. Why? Their fifth house is good. Because of the past deed, their work is not hold because of the relation or because of the money. So that better is fourth from second house. If you have a courage, want to do some new challenges, you have to see whether your new challenge will bring you result or not. From third house, fourth is the sixth house. So there you face all kind of a challenges while you're doing some new venture. Maybe it will brings you a enmity. Maybe you have to incur more debt, more enmity, debt, or some physical disease also you incline. So that is a pleasure from the your things. Now going to the fourth house, this is the ultimate pleasure house. All pleasures are there. See, first mental pleasure, it is given as a mother, your mood, your sleep. Your sleep is also from the fourth house, that is also kind of a pleasure. Whether you have a sound sleep or not, that you can see from fourth house or either from the seventh house. Those who are occupied more in the seventh house, they will not get a sound sleep. So the 4 to 4 is the seventh house where you will be having that pleasure of a fourth house. Whether you see having the things is on that house, but getting a pleasure out of this is the fourth from that. While talking about the children, we see the fifth house, that whether fifth house is good or not, that will brings you that whether you have a child or whether you don't have a child. But whether your child will give you pleasure or not, that you have to see from eighth house. See, eighth house in general we call as a house of fear. So that is also one kind of a fear always lies under the pressure or under the parents, that whether my children will give me a pleasure or not, what I am supplying them, whether I will get back from them or not. So that is also kind of a fear. But child pleasure to be seen from the eighth house, whether your child will gives you a pleasure or they will just take one way and they will leave you. So that is eighth house. If your eighth house is the malefic planet, that means you have some suffering, some fear insidely in your body. But one of a fear is that whether your child will brings you a good luck or not. It is also for the disciple also, those who are a saint or those who are a guru, their disciple also seen from the eighth house. Whether the disciple will give them good pleasure or not, that is the eighth house. Now going to the sixth house, the pleasure from the sixth house, whether the job will give you a pleasure or not, that you will see in the ninth house. So those who are doing job, they always say my destiny is so bad, I don't get a good job, or I cannot settle in the job, I don't get a desired thing in my job, because the ninth house is somewhere spoiled. Sixth house is not spoiled, that is why they got the job, but they don't get the pleasure out of the job. The pleasure from the job is a ninth house, that is ultimately your luck and destiny also. So to improve, that is a fourth from it. Seventh house is the independent marriage life, partnership, social, facing the people, that's all the seventh house. But to get the pleasure from the wife or pleasure from the partner, you have to see the 10th house. Whether your partner, your social or commercial partner will give you any kind of a pleasure or not, that is your 10th house. You judge your 10th house. If your 10th house is spoiled, your work is not good, because of your work is suffering, you are not able to face the people, or you will not able to get a good pleasure from your spouse or partner. 8th house, we all know the fear. 8th house is the highest fear. Whatever the fear lies in our body, is our 8th house. So whether your fear is just a mere fear or whether it will be a good for you. See, sometimes fear is good. If you are under the fear, you perform better, and that betterment will give you desired result. That is the 11th house. So 11th house will give you the fear out of the whatever the pleasure out of the fear. Sometimes your fear, your inheritance. People say that whether my inheritance property will brings me a good pleasure or not. You don't get, you see from 8th house. But that things, once it comes legacy to you, once that inheritance property comes to you, whether that property will give you a mental peace, material pleasure or not, that you can able to see 11th house. And that is also a desire fulfillment, that your desire will get fulfilled or not by this house. Seeing 9th house as a destiny and the pleasure from 9th house. See, we always connect 9 and 12 for foreign settlement, because 9th is a foreign traveling and 12 is a foreign settlement. When it is 4th from 9th, that is a 12th house. So you can visit the foreign also, and you will get benefit or pleasure out of this also from the foreign countries. So that is a 4th from 9th. Considering the 10th house, name, fame and recognition, position, career, everything, whether that will give you pleasure or not, whether it will give you satisfaction or not, that you can see from your first house. If your first house is not perfect, you will be physically weak, you will not able to perform good work, and due to the non-performing of a good work, you will not get a pleasure out of your career. So career success, you can enhance your fourth house. For gain, see, gain, whatever our expected gain is there, whatever the desire is there, that will be fulfilled if your second house is good. And in social, because 11th house is a social media, social life, friends, this all will be good if you keep the good relationship, or you will not comes money in between. So that is also pleasure from the 11th house. 11th to 4 is your second house. And while seeing the 12th house is a loss expenditure, whether your loss and expenditure will give you pleasure or not. Many times people just spend, they purchase the costly things, and then they will think, oh, this is not giving me a pleasure, this is a wrong expenses I have done. So your expenditure, your things will give you a benefit or not, that is a fourth from it, that is your third house. So there you will find able to find that whether your spending, whether your loss will bring you a good result or not, that is a fourth from it. So 12 to 4 is a third house. This way, by moving fourth and fourth, you will be getting benefit out of it. Only in D9 chart you can't go to fourth, because when you go to fourth from any house, or when you go from fourth from any planet, it is a 64 namas, that is a hard namas. There you can see my 64 namas video where I mentioned that how to calculate 64 namas, and it is very inauspicious namas where you cause that problem. So this rule, Bhavartha Bhavam rule, is only rule applicable in your main chart, not applicable in your other chart. So there in other chart you don't get a result out of it, but here you will get a good benefit in main chart, D1 chart. So enjoy your pleasure. First of all, judge every house, and then you see whoever house is fourth from it, it's not giving you benefit. So from every house count fourth, which house is bad, from that 10th house will be spoiled. So it is a rule of Nadi also, and it is a rule of our Bhavartha Bhavam Parashari system also, that see from the house to house you will able to get the result. So this way you will be able to get the result, and you will be able to know whether which kind of pleasure you have, whether Karaka is fourth, whether house lord is fourth, or whether the fourth house. So I hope that this video will brings you a good luck, and you will be able to judge which kind of a pleasure you have brought. For more detail, you can contact me in the number given here for consultation also. Do connect with me in my Facebook. Do like, share and subscribe my channel DM Astrology. Thank you very much. Again come back with the new topic. Till that, stay blessed. Thank you very much. Namaste.